One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Blue Devils will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Florida State's offense will get the football first. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back on the move. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Finding an escape route. Quarterback gets the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Seminoles want to move quickly.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the back. From the gun. Give on the inside. There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Baker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Working that left side now. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Duke's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And you had all day to stew on and get excited and dream about getting sacks, and it took no longer than the first play to get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This defense has been doing it all year long.
And the Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Turning it on! Bust through behind his pad. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. They'll go to the ground. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's the handoff. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Baker. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking for the score. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Going for 6. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Give to the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. And the Blue Devils headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The Blue Devils decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're working that left side. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Baker. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32. He'll keep it himself. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Noles are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. All wideouts, no backs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a man in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off of you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but I'm not sure Bevo's feeling like this one's in the clear. This has been a nip and tuck affair all game. They're up by 7 over Texas Tech.
Under fire.
We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. Smashes him with the stiff arm. They get him out of bounds at the 32, but that is what you want out of this running game. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Now the play fake. They get to him as he throws. Got a man in the middle. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
2-0.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit up.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And the Blue Devils will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got it near midfield. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. It's complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Power football with the run. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it from the gun. Shakes off the defender. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Now, 4th down.
Tries to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
On the play. Result of the play is a turnover on
Goes to the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Right on the money. Stumbled to the ground. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Got him downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Baker. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. They'll go back to the ground. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. And the Noles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Caught behind the line. It's Baker. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The RPO, it's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here comes the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws to the back. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this 1st half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Second down coming up.
They'll run it from the gun. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
And the Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll start this drive with a pass. Here's a heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
The Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll pull it on the read. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. And the Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Fields the punt, wants to make a play, and the returner will be knocked down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Give him 109 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Leaves it with the running back. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. The Seminoles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown Seminoles! And the pummeling has started.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Here's a return from midfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. So 3rd and less than a yard here from the 20. This might be 4-down territory.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense is already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Flips it out on the screen. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack party.
The Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give on the inside. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Punt is on its way. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got a man. It's Baker. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That last completion sets him up on second down.
Second down coming up.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles!
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
2-0.
He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Spins away from the defender. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Noles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Spins away from the defense.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football, and then right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Leaves it with the back. He got penetration to make the stop in the backfield, and they gave back that 4 they just gained. It's 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Absolutely center cut. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Knox. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. The Blue Devils really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Blue Devils send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Nestles it in at the 35. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The give on the option. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Now on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Punt is in the air. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it to him on the screen. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll send the back in motion. Trying play action. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Knox. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in and looking upfield. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
The Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. To the ground. He's got it again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.